8 Americans and Brits, who made sure the Russians had nukes. Stalin's spies leaked atomic bomb secrets to the Kremlin. This sped up Moscow's bomb project. The Soviets tested their first atomic weapon in 1949. It was a replica of the Nagasaki bomb, Fat Man. These 8 men and women made it happen. 1. Melita Norwood. Norwood was the most important British female agent in the KGB. She worked as a secretary on the Tubelois project. She led a seemingly ordinary life in London's suburbs. She passed intel to Soviet agents for 40 years. She never accepted any material rewards. Norwood was exposed in the 1990s. She admitted that she'd do it all over again. 2. Klaus Fuchs. Fuchs was a German physicist. He escaped to England during the rise of Nazism. He gained British citizenship in 1942. Before that, he had already offered to spy for the Soviets. In 1943, Fuchs joined a team of British scientists at Los Alamos. He leaked key information on atomic weapon design. Decoded cables exposed Fuchs' espionage. 3. John Cairncross. Cairncross was Maurice Henke's private secretary. Henke was a top British official tied to Tubelois. Cairncross sent Moscow a list of American atomic scientists. He may have leaked a 1941 report on Britain's uranium bomb. In the 1960s, Cairncross was interrogated by MI5. He came clean as a Soviet spy. He traded information for immunity. 4. David Greenglass. Greenglass was a U.S. Army machinist. First, he worked at the Oak Ridge nuclear facility. Then he was transferred to Los Alamos. He was recruited as a Soviet spy by his brother-in-law. Greenglass leaked 2 things: a hand-drawn sketch and notes about the implosion-type bomb. He later accused his sister of typing those notes. His cooperation paid off. He got a reduced sentence, and his wife got immunity. 5. Clarence Hiskey. Hiskey was a chemist. He started his work at Columbia University. He was later relocated to the Metallurgical Laboratory in Chicago. It was part of the classified Manhattan Project. Hiskey shared information with the GRU, not the KGB. In 1944, he was spotted meeting a Soviet agent. Hiskey was shipped off to Alaska. He wasn't arrested in order to maintain project secrecy. 6. Russell McNutt. McNutt, an engineer, was friends with Julius Rosenberg. In 1943, Rosenberg persuaded him to work at Kellogg's, building a uranium separation plant. Rosenberg connected McNutt with the KGB. McNutt visited Oak Ridge during construction. He shared the plant's design with the Soviets, but he mostly worked at Kellogg's in Manhattan. Despite Soviet requests, he refused to relocate to Oak Ridge. 7. Theodore Hall. Hall was the suspected 3rd spy at Los Alamos. He was codenamed Mlad. He reached out to the Soviets himself in 1944. He provided a crucial update on the plutonium bomb. The FBI discovered Hall's spying activities in the 1950s. Their findings had to do with the Venona project. They couldn't take action due to the risk of exposing it. 8. Oscar Sieberer. In 2019, Sieberer was exposed as the 4th spy at Los Alamos. He was the son of Polish Jewish immigrants. He worked as an electrical engineer. The nature of the info he handed to the Soviets remains unknown.